Alright, this video is about the U.S. Army. And like a lot of other people out there, you served in the U.S. Army or some part of the military. So anyway, let's go. Now you may have to have been in the Army to understand this, but it was the best years and the worst years all at the same time. A lot of things never made any sense, still don't make sense, but it's the Army. You know, you're in the Army now. Says a lot. You know, the movie Stripes, I saw it before I went in, and that was one of the leading things that, caused me to go in the Army. You'd have to watch it if you've never seen it. Bill Murray, John Candy, Harold Ramis. Awesome movie. But anyway, caused me to go in the Army, and it's not much difference. Story was, you thought it was a comedy. It's a documentary. So, the best times, the worst friggin' times of my life. Now, I was in Fort Sill, Oklahoma. They call it the armpit of the United States. My God, it was during June, July, and August of the year. Hot. I never realized Oklahoma got that hot. It does. And it was so bad they had to line us up and hose us down every day. Not just once, 2 or 3 times, in our uniform, Well, let's just hose you down, squirt you in the face, have some fun while we're doing it. And of course PT, testing, not testing, physical training. Damn, I almost forgot what that meant. Physical training every day. You had to chin-ups and pull-ups and push-ups and set-ups. That's just before you ate breakfast. And then that happened at every meal. So, just, aggravating you, screaming in your face, getting you mad, showing you that your mama's not here anymore, just running your ass to death. That's 24/7. I mean, you don't go home, you don't go anywhere, you stay right there. At the end of the day, you sat there and shined your shoes and got ready for bed, did your laundry and so on. Fort Sill, artillery. It was fun. I'm basically trained in artillery. Well, after Fort Sill, I go north to Fort Riley, Kansas. Was there for over a year, I guess. Saw a lot of Kansas. Not much to see, but hey, went to some ball games up there. It was sort of cool. But anyway, Fort Riley itself was okay. There was, but hunting and fishing and about all there is to do there. And it's cold. We were out and you're so cold. It's hot in the summer, cold in the winter. Again, one of those things I would have never believed. But it's cold. At the wind chill factor at one time was 70 below zero, and we're out in the field. It's like, what in the hell are we doing? What have I gotten myself into? Why? So thank goodness it was only a year or so. After that, it was New Ulm, Germany. Got on a plane, the whole battalion rotated. We were in 1st Infantry Division, Fort Riley, and 1st Infantry Division, 2nd Battalion, 5th Field Artillery, 2nd of the 5th Field Artillery, and we switched with the 5th, 4th Battalion, 5th Field Artillery. They were in New Ulm, Germany. We were in Fort Riley, Kansas, and we simply switched. Their whole battalion moved Fort Riley. Our whole battalion moved to New Ulm. Now, I gotta say, what a difference. There's the States military, and then there's European military. We had a blast. We went Austria, we went the Netherlands, we went to, we did hang gliding, down in the Swiss Alps. We went to Paris for the glass spider tool, David Bowie. We just went all over the place. It was cheap. Went all over Germany, Frankfurt, Stuttgart, Munich. Went to the, Oktoberfest twice. We're down south, Germany. So we had a blast. I would have stayed in the Army if they'd have left me there. There's not a doubt in my mind. I mean, it was awesome. The people were awesome. The food, going out to their guest houses and great people. I would have stayed there then. There's not a doubt. They would have let me re-enlist and guaranteed me stay there at least 3-4 years. I would have. But of course, you go back to the States and maybe you can come back over here. Well, that's not good enough. Maybe, if it was a definite, spend a year there, then 2 or 3 years back, yeah, I would have did it, but not on a maybe. Well, I was discharged after 4 years with an honorable discharge. Served from 1984 to 1988 in the Big Red One. Now, looking back on it, I made some of the best friends of my life, still friends with them, especially now with the Facebook and everything else, some bad memories, but you forget the bad things. You forget standing out in the rain, freezing to death, and moving stuff around just to give you something to do. You remember the good things, the friendships and the exciting times and traveling and doing things that we would have never done. So that overrides everything else. So again, I'm one of those looking back on it thinking everyone that's 18 years old needs to serve 2 years in the military, draft them or whatever you want to call it. And they have to serve 2 years in the military, to grow up. It teaches them, how to be an adult, how to do your laundry, so personal opinion. But I thoroughly believe that. It would really, really help people out. Just go 2 years in the military, get the discipline, get someone screaming in your face, learn that, it's not all about you. It's about the team, it's about, the group of you, you're, soldiers, so if anything ever happens, they can call you back in an instant and, you defend your country. So that's what it's all about. So anyway, I'll quit rambling on. Great times, horrible times. I hated PT. Getting up running every single day almost. Well, Saturday and Sundays we pretty much had off, but 5 days a week. Here we go. Jeez, oh Pete. But you never get any weight and you can eat anything you want. So, pizza right before bed, double Whopper with cheese. Never had to worry about your weight because you were going to run it off.